Gage Gibson. Joey Gish. Josh Lang. Luke Langenfeld. CJ Lucky. Jameson Sawyer. Danny Stauffer. Kamal Sylvester. Josh Vita. Luke Bolkenheim. Nathan White. J.P. Williams. Fabian Williamson. And Tyler Welch. When the season first started, I was a little worried about these guys. I lovingly call them thugs. Thugs, that's F-U-G-S, fat, ugly guys. And chicks dig fat, ugly guys. I wanted to embrace the fat ugliness because it makes good rhyming. And because you don't really see it. All the orange, all the games we won because of these guys right here. The fluffy, the little show boys, the pretty boys, they got all their stuff. But the guys in the trenches were right here. These are the guys who won the game for us. They really did improve. They've come a long way. At first, like I said, I was worried about where this was going, and those first few games, it didn't really look all that great. But these guys started hitting, and they came alive. And once they realized that if they just moved forward, we would watch those films, and they would just be a green wave. And these guys run the ball. It was hardly by touchdown. It's no wonder they're getting 150, 2,000 yards a season. When it was touched, we blocked everybody. We took all the pain for them. And so it was a really great group. And every single one of them improved. And I'm really proud of you guys. I think there's a long way to go. I think there's a lot of potential for these guys. And I believe they just need to keep eating donuts. That's the secret. That's more pie. That's how we make it. We all need to learn how to do jumping jacks from Danny Stauffer. Maybe we need to have him show us their mind. But you guys did really good. And this is really one of the best linemen that I've ever had. They progressed from weenies to corn dogs. And really, this was one of my first. I think my first group that ever got to a double cheeseburger with bacon. And so, I have a couple of awards to give out. Yeah, the first one is the Trench Award. It's nice that these guys are getting footballs because they never really saw a football game unless one of the fluffy guys dropped it or something. But we did let one of our fat guys carry the ball one time. But this guy did a great job. And he came back, he shot himself in the neck a few times. I don't know how that worked out. But when he got down in the stands and when he pulled, he blocked people. I haven't seen this a lot in a seventh grade football player. He really was dangerous when he came up. He came looking for people. So he did a great job. He is the essence of what a trench warden is. Josh Lang. He might be a pretty boy someday, catches like that. Character and leadership, green and white team. And I tell you, this young man has a lot of potential. My only hope is that he gives up basketball and learns how to wrestle. That's my, because that makes great linemen as wrestlers, even though I think he's a basketball player. But he showed a lot of potential. We put him anywhere on the line. We could put him at tackle. We put him at guard. There are even games when, when we saw Princeton had this guy who was 6'7" and he was all everything, we put him at center because we knew this guy, we knew we had one guy who could block anybody. And he was smart. He showed he would call out blitzes. He knew everybody's job and everybody's position. Our green and white this year goes to Tyler Welsh. You did a heck of a job this year. I'm really proud of you. Okay? Ain't no because of you guys. Nobody else.
These guys did a great job. I don't think our fluffy guys really know how much these guys really work for them. I'm a former offensive line coach, so I love these guys. These guys are great. All right, we got two more guys to call up here. These are our quarterbacks, Colin Brown and Michael McElmont. You guys don't have to go all the way up there, just two, but you can if you want. Quarterbacks in the spotlight, right? Quarterbacks in the spotlight again. I work with the quarterbacks this year. I really enjoy the relationship you get between coach and quarterback. They are the coach on the field for the offense. Developed a really good relationship with these guys. These guys do a great job. Colin grew a lot. We started off with him in Puerto Rico. We were already trying to play football, so it was a little bit of a struggle. I was really nervous. I knew nothing really about him other than he liked to play baseball. So when he came in, he really developed and grew. He had great games. He went 2 different games with only 1 incompletion. He had a couple of games where he had 1 touchdown run, I believe, 80 yards, which he kept telling me, Coach, I can really run it, but it's okay. You only need to run it once. It's kind of the philosophy of Coach Boring. We really got 2 quarterbacks. We're just praying nobody gets hurt. Michael McElmont, he was our backup quarterback. He came in against Liberty once Colin took a big hit. So Michael came in without a beat, played very well, didn't turn the wrong way, didn't go on the wrong snap count. Do everything he needed to do and jump in there. He also played middle linebacker for us and did a great job. Really appreciate the way these boys are kind of growing up a little bit, being able to coach them. Quarterback coaching is more about composure, and it's more about, hey, bad things are going to happen. What are you going to do after that? It's hey, you got to be ready for the next play. So a lot of the coaching with them is mentality. These guys are great young players. Thanks, guys. You can take a seat. Okay, I have an award here to give out. This is actually, we're giving this to you, Colin. Colin, come back up here. This is our award for being our quarterback through all the games and for all the great job you did this year. I know you can't catch, so I'll hand it to you. Great job. Excellent work. Give me a handshake, man. Great to see you, Colin. Okay, we have one more award, and then I'll be very brief after it. Our next award is the Common Award. This is Team MVP. This is somebody who really led our team offensively and defensively. This is Harrison Johnson. Harrison Johnson coming up. Stand right here, I'm talking about you. This guy is an animal for 7th grade. He doesn't look like a 7th grader. He looks like a 10th grader that I see in the hallways. He led our team in tackles, receptions, and receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns this year. He did all of that. He did a great job, not just playing fullback, but also middle linebacker. We would try to take him off the field, but he would just sneak back on every now and then. So it was really, really great to see him out there. He was a vocal leader for us. He always did what we asked him to do. I know Coach Huff loved having him on the defensive side of the ball, and I just loved having him on the offensive side of the ball. We would fight sometimes about the plays that he needed to be in for offense and defense. He had one of the most ridiculous interceptions I've ever seen against Middletown, where he was jumping and somehow parallel to the ground backwards and like caught it with one hand. We watched that on film about 100 times the next day. It was great. But he is a great player. He has a bright future ahead of him, and I want to see good things for him in the future. Great season. Just a couple more things about not just us, but also some of us, and then also the green team too. We had a rough start, but we beat everybody on our schedule. We were really excited about that. But the one thing we want our guys to know is that middle school is not about winning. It's about learning the game and how to work and how to treat others. Officials, opponents, your coaches, and your teammates. That's what middle school is about. If you go into the arena, there's no banners for 7th grade football. There's no banners for 8th grade football. It's about learning how to play the game the right way and having fun. We had 35 committed young men who worked every day to get better at something. My proudest moment is that we had nobody academically ineligible on our team. We had some scares, but we had nobody academically ineligible, which I've coached for 7 years, and we've always got somebody like that. So that was a big thing that I was proud of our boys. Everyone might not get an award tonight, okay? But everybody on our team and the green team was a part of this. You are all one team. Next year, you will be 2 teams. When you get to the high school, you're officially one team. And you're going to be one team with those 8th graders as well. So you have to start gelling with each other. There can't be a rift between the green team and the white team. We were a team in every sense of the word, okay? One specific game, we had 7 different players score a point. Everybody had a job and a role, and they knew how to do it well. I think that was a really great thing that all of our players did. This is a highly intelligent, funny, kind, athletic, crazy group of young men in this group. Had a lot of favorite times. Find a Girl Friday. That's a great time. Hopefully you guys remember some of those things. Funny thing, CJ Lucky being dirty every day. I was telling him that. We watched it film. Gage Gibson blocked a punt with his head. Really just kicked it off his face. It was great. It was a great punt block. Count Jackula. Just, Jackula Island. All that fun stuff. Checking in on who had double sleepovers over the weekend, especially with our quarterback. Getting a lot of trouble with me for having double sleepovers over the weekend. I don't know what he's doing. Waiting to hear what type of meat Coach Huff was going to say to her after games. I love that. The applause in the film room when Dardis or Charlie Wade would make the block. That was always fun. I love that. That was really fun. Talking about thugs and fluffies. There's nowhere else you can really say thug and fluffy and be okay with it, especially in the school system. Crazy sock day, 80s roll-up jersey day, and probably one of my favorite parts of every day was asking James and Sawyer what type of desserts he ate every day, because that was just that's my name right there. Cupcakes, lots of them. I truly enjoyed it, and we all did. We truly enjoyed working with each and every one of you guys, okay? We can't wait to watch you grow and develop into men. This is just a starting point. I'll surely be watching you next year. We are all going to be seeing you playing, in 8th grade next year. We're excited to see you in the high school in 2 years, okay? Mr. Zach and I, Coach Broderick is there as well. We're excited to see you guys up there in 2 years. And we will be going absolutely bonkers and crazy on senior night, which is just 5 years away. Football is supposed to be fun, okay? Our job as coaches is to disguise the work as fun. Play all the sports you can. Play them all, okay? Not necessarily during football season, but after football season, play all the sports you want, okay? Play them all. Don't limit yourself to just one. Don't identify yourself as just a football player. You are much more than that. Keep up your excellent schoolwork, and you will always be a part of our Mason football family. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Great season.